Hello everyone, today, sorry, I had to rewind it. Hello everyone, it's me, Cullen. Today I am coming at you with Master Soap Creations Ruby Forrest. This is another home run from Fernando in South Africa. If I believe, excuse the noise, maintenance guy decided to rebuild the stairs all of a sudden. I believe this is like apple, something, yummy, yummy, and more yummy. So it's very good. If you don't believe me, I put 3 yummies in there, so that should solidify it. Also got the Splishity Splash, and I already popped the top on this to give it a little snifferoo there, but I forgot to take this thing off and can't have that. All right, that's off, that's gone. Today I'll be doing 2 shaves. I'll be doing a face shave. Last night I couldn't do my shave. My neck was hurting so bad it was giving me migraine. So I'm gonna shave my face. That'll be posted for a video either today, because I'm lacking today's video, and then I'm gonna do a head shave. So that'll be for another video. But let's get on with it because I need a shave. Actually, let's do the boulder first. I hear the sheep up there. They're wanting to be set free. So, oh, and this brush, okay, back up, using my copper bowl. My brush today is my Alpha brush that Steve was kind enough to send me when he sent me the Claymores. This has a synthetic knot on it. It's hard to tell how it feels on the head. So we'll see when we get to the face on the actual feel of the knot. Anybody who watches my channel knows that I'm a hater on synthetics, except for there's a few that have made the cut and I absolutely love them. So hopefully this will be a new one that will join the rank of really good synthetics. And for my head, I will be using my Lupo DLC. With a Nasset in it. This one's on its 3rd use. What I typically do is I'll use it twice for the face. And then its 3rd use, it's good for the boulder. A lot of times I can actually get more uses on my head than I can for my face. So good thing it's not too noisy here today. You know, I apologize for that. Whenever they're doing work like this, they should send out something and say, hey, we're gonna be like rebuilding your whole stairway or something stupid, and making as much noise as possible. So if you have noise issues or anything like that, you might want to find somewhere else to be during these times. But I'm kind of in a hurry today. I have to drive hurts. I have to drive all the way to the stupid shoulder. Okay, I can't even finish doing that pass. I don't know how to do that. Hold on. Once I make it past a certain point, it's like the pain in the shoulder kind of changes. And it's so weird. My other shoulder was the same. Way. That it's certain angles of it were awful. But yeah, so I have a bunch of doctor's appointments in Nashville today at the VA. It is just past 9 here, 9 a.m. It's a 2-hour drive. My first appointment's at 12. So I really don't have time for this, but I can't walk around with all this fuzz on my face and my head. My head's easier to deal with. The face, not so much. I think when I go in to talk to this doctor, that's not on this appointment, but I have to talk to the whatever that doctor is, orthopedic surgeon. For my right shoulder. I think I'm just going to ask him, because I have to have rotator cuff surgery. And he told me it's just a matter of time before I have to have my shoulder replaced from where it's so bad. I'm just going to ask him if he could just go ahead and replace it now, and instead of having more surgeries. Hold up. You know, it's so weird because some spot, like, it hurts to do this every position. But a lot of it's so much more tolerable than other places. All right, so that's one pass down. So, you know, every time I use Fernando's soap, I'm blown away by it. I think it's just a matter of time before before his company is one of the big players in the game. His soap is just so unbelievably good. To me, it you can't really compare it to PAA because that's a vegan. I believe it's all vegan. I don't believe that I don't think any of PAA soaps is tallow or any type of goat milk or anything like that. I think it's all vegan. But I would dare to say that this is Fernando's base right now. Is as good as A&E or any of the other big players out there. And honestly, his soap base and his scents, sorry, his soap base and scents are better than some of the big players that are already out there. Now, that hurts. My A&E Their K2E formula is just, his is one of the best. I think that's probably one of the best soaps I've ever used. But he has to learn how to either bring down his cost, or increase the amount of soap he puts in a tub. I love a lot of his scents. Like Khalifa is my undisputed king of scents. To me, I don't see anything coming close to beating it for a while. Now the only downside to the K2E is the price of it. It's just, to me, it's crazy. Almost $30 for soap. And this man in South Africa shows that somehow he can make 6 ounces of soap, send them across the, and he air freights them, mind you. He sends them by air. He's already said that on an interview. Air ships them to America. And is selling these for $16.99. So, so why can't it be done here? I understand that Peter has a bigger operation. He has employees, and all that. But I think when you look at quantity being sold versus price, because of the quantity that is being sold at, and I'm not bashing Peter. Please, nobody take it that way. Using that as an example only. I'm nobody to tell anybody how to run their business or how much money they should make or blah, blah, blah. These are just me trying to understand how one artisan a million miles away not literally a million miles away, but in Africa, you know, and he's a small operation. And so, you know, by being a small operation, you don't have the overhead. And everything else, but at the same time, being a small operation, that's when you have the risk of taking the biggest loss, because you are a small operation. You know, so right now his prices is what he has to sell it for. In order to make profit at the amount of soaps he's selling, and in order to put away to grow the business. But when you already have an established client base, and it's crazy how much soap is sold from A&E, and kudos to Peter on that. You know, he grew his operation from cooking like a meth cook, making soap in the kitchen, for what it is today. And that's no easy feat. You know, that comes from hard work, dedication, and I'm sure there's probably times when it was either are we eating ramen or not eating tonight, you know, because he wanted to. You gotta drain, you gotta watch it come through. You know, it's not something that happens from just saying I want it to happen. And so, nothing I have just said has been a bash on Peter. It was his company came to mind as an example. That's all. Um, that goes for any of the other big brands out there. It seems like when you're when you're a small brand, small company, if I want to make these, it costs me, say, $4 to make them. In order to make profit to buy more stuff to make these, I have to sell these for at least $8 so that I pay for what it cost me, so that I could buy new product, and I have $4 cushion to put back into the company to either expand into new product, new research, whatever. And actually selling for $8, you might not even have $4 left. You might only have $3 after all the taxes and everything else, or $2. So at first you might have to sell this product for, say, $10. As you become bigger and bigger and bigger, now you're selling, instead of selling 50 of these a month, you're able to sell 1,000 a month. So why keep selling these for $10 a month when, because of quantity, you could drop them down to $8.50 or $9 something a month, because you're selling so much more quantity now that the quantity makes up for the lower price. But that's just me. That's how I operate. That's probably why I've never been a good businessman, because it's always been about bringing the best value to my customers. But anyways, blah, 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 I'll complain all day because that's just me. But that's it for the head shave. I'm going to stop it, rewind it, flash it back, and thank you for tuning in, because I have to do a face shave that's going to be on another video. So thank you for tuning in for Pelagic Shave. Listen to me whine and complain and all my usual stuff. Forgive me if I got on your nerve today. Skip this video and go on to a next one. My next one will be no complaining, promise, and that'll be the face shave. So we'll talk more about the soap scent, all that during the face shave, and the brush. So thank you, take care, be safe, God bless.